Ms. Just.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to all the officials here today. I would like to ask a few questions about Bill C-15, which, as my colleague has pointed out, was what we were going to be considering today. First of all, I'd like to understand what actually motivated the need to amend the Human Pathogens and Toxins Act in the first place. I know you're addressing biosecurity issues, but could one of you, whoever is the most appropriate, elaborate on the motivation to make this change?
Certainly. Thank you very much for the question. There's a number of factors that have contributed to the need for the amendments to the Human Pathogens and Toxins Act, not the least of which has been significant investments in the biomanufacturing and life sciences strategy from the federal government, which has led to a significant increase in the number of facilities that are seeking to work with higher risk pathogens and toxins. The other piece that's really contributed to it is an evolving threat landscape. There's been awareness of state actors, non-state actors that are interested in exploiting Canada's open science approach and our extremely very good research in science and biotechnology and biomanufacturing. And so awareness of that increased threat has led to some requirements to amend the legislation. Thank you.
So would the situation that we heard about from one of the labs, I believe it was Saskatchewan, during COVID-19, that there was some questioning about some individuals, I believe researchers from China that had been investigated, was that part of kind of a suspicion or leading to these amendments?
So there are a number of factors that contributed. Certainly we've taken into account experience in Canada with respect to some of the situations that you're referring to. We've also commissioned some reports. So for instance, we've worked with the Communications Security Establishment, who had identified through a threat assessment that some of Canada's high containment facilities were very likely to be targets for espionage from foreign state actors, and then also experience in other jurisdictions as well. For example, in 2022, there was a report that was published from some American scientists that documented their ability to hack into the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system for a lab to reverse the airflow, which would create significant safety issues for workers within that lab. So there's a variety of different scenarios that all contributed to some of the proposed amendments that we've put forward.
I see. So it sounds like the threat was considered considerable and obviously very important to put these amendments forward as you have. Now, as I understand it, there has been an advisory committee established by the Public Health Agency of Canada back in 2015, and to give the kind of advice that you're talking about. So could you maybe just talk about the role of the advisory committee, how that works, how often they meet, how the Public Health Agency receives the information, etc.?
Certainly, yeah.
You have 30 seconds to do that.
Okay, thank you. I tend to speak quickly. The advisory committee meets in person once per year, and we often have an ad hoc meeting a second time per year that occurs virtually. They tend to provide advice more on pathogen risk assessments. So we have pathogens that are broken out by risk group, and so they tend to provide more information related to biocontainment and biosafety. We are increasing the biosecurity expertise, however, on that panel as well, so that they're better able to provide us with some advice there. And then as it relates to other biosecurity expertise, we often ask for other input from other parts of the federal government as well. But they are there as a resource, and we use them frequently as we look at things like changes to our incident reporting, anything that we're looking at in terms of changing pathogen status. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Is that my time?
You got 36 seconds.
Well, just a little bit. I understand that you've added some particular definitions. So a definition of what sensitive information means. Maybe just very quickly, just tell us what you've been doing there.
So the specific definition for sensitive information will probably be finalized when we go through regulatory consultations, but certainly as an example, the location of high-risk pathogens within a facility and the type of high-risk pathogens within a facility would both be examples that we would consider sensitive information.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Bang on.
Thank you.
Bang on time. Extremely well done. Both